Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. So this one, PPP scammer, and there's going to be a bunch of them. Depending on the government of a good Afro man got donkey of the day and possible jail time. She got donkey of the day and she's possibly going to get jail time with 3 children. Okay, I want to break some things down to you, but first let me greet everybody real quick. Havorten Hardugu Dog, Ola Oi to the Bane, Vasas Los Bonja Mezami, Kedabawani Konnichiwa, Nihani Ama, Sani Bonani, Jambo Herbarigani, Assalamu alaikum, Shalom, Kamusta Ka, Kamusta Pokayo, Talafa Lava Soy Fua. Okay, so, all right, let's start breaking some stuff down real quick. One, shout out to Tone 202 for this idea, because I looked at the angle of it after seeing his take on it, or that he was covering this. And he was covering the donkey of the day thing. So we'll go into that in context as to what Charlemagne was saying. And y'all, I am going to agree wholeheartedly with what Charlemagne was saying. So, I mean, and I want y'all to understand my reaction to him when you hear what he was saying. I just cut parts of it, and I didn't really hear it in detail yet. But I heard some things. I said, okay, let me stop this here. Okay, and then, hold on. Then I'll go back through and look at what he was saying. But let's do this. First, let me remind you, get those thumbs up. Share this video in all your Facebook groups, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you have. Brothers, share this video because this is important. This might be important to share on all them Facebook groups that some of you brothers belong to, because some other people need to hear this. Women and men, but primarily women. All right? And I'll explain why in a minute, based on what's going on in the Afro community. I was talking to my god sister in Houston, and we were saying this. We were saying this very thing. See, she has a legit business, and she wasn't able to get any money because all the people without businesses took all the money from the people with businesses. Out of greed and bad choices all the way up to the point that this stuff was going on. All right? I'm gonna let Charlemagne say some stuff. All right, before I give for a further comment, I'm gonna just give you more of what's going on. But he is on target, and if I didn't know any better, I would think that he's been listening to my videos. Brothers, y'all tell me, because there's something that I say, and as far as I know, I'm the only one that says this, right? And now to hear him say it, I'm like, you know, because there's a lot of really big people that listen to my videos, because I see a lot of my ideas or sayings goes other places. But you never know. Maybe he woke up and he see exactly what I see, but I found it kind of peculiar. Y'all listen for it, and y'all tell me. For those of you that's watched me for a long time, for years, I've said this for years. All right? So, this woman makes a help me pay back my PPP loan, and she makes a GoFundMe. Now, let me say this. For all the people that's getting upset at how people are going at her, understand, I am a brother that tried to make a GoFundMe to get money to somebody that was taking care of children in an NGO, and no one would give me a dime to take care of children that were primarily Afro children. They didn't give me a dime. This woman, a BW, commits a crime and scam, right? And She tells a sad story, and there was a person that gave her $1,000 for committing a crime to keep her from going to jail for committing a crime. That's a problem. All right? But let's see Charlamagne's take on this, and then I'm going to get right back to you. Okay? So let's have the breakdown. And remember, she got Donkey of the Day for this. And listen to Charlamagne give his reason. And I mean, I was shocked when I first started hearing it, but I cut it after a little bit because I just wanted y'all to hear it at the same time I was hearing it. Okay, so this is my reaction to this. All right?
Keisha Golden, well, believe it or not, even though she's the one getting donkey.
Her name is Keisha Golden. So pay attention. Keisha Golden, Golden. LaKeisha Golden. So I looked her up. LaKeisha Golden. Right? And she's not going to be the only one in this situation. So is everybody going to GoFundMe pay everybody who committed this crime? Or are you going to take care of all of them? Because he's going to go through some of the numbers. But let's listen to the piece that I cut out and hear what he has to say. Because he said one thing that made me want to put his clip in here. And I was like, wow. Okay?
Day-to-day. A lot of you have something in common with LaKeisha Golden. See, a lot of y'all going to prison for COVID-19 loan fraud cases. I don't want to hear it. You knew you was lying when you filled out the application, okay? As of April 15th, 2021, there's over $189 billion in questionable PPP loans.
$189 billion in questionable PPP loans. Now, remind you, there was people with legitimate businesses that could not get the PPP loan because they ran out of money because so many people that did not have legit businesses claimed that they did and sucked up all the money so that it did not help it wasn't able to help as many businesses that was actually hiring people to work to stay afloat.
Okay, I read an article on pogo.org that said when it comes to PPP fraud cases, law enforcement is just scratching the surface. Oh, they just getting started, okay? The Pogo article spoke on how the SBA's oversight of its taxpayer-backed lending programs proved inadequate because they became a feeding ground for fraudsters. A bunch of
For fraudsters, I guess he means fraud. A feeding ground for fraud. Okay? Now, let me say this. These are women, purple hair, tattooed, 3 children from dudes that she didn't want to marry, all right, that she didn't want them to be the fathers, that she probably hit up for child support and alienated them from wanting to help her with anything else, all right, put them in a situation that persecuted them so much that they say, I'm going to do the least that I have to do legally and be done with this woman. I'm not going around her or the damn child. Like that kind of attitude. Because we didn't want to be hemmed up in a court system on our way to jail for something we didn't do. Think about it. This is all the trouble you get into with women like this that think criminally. And don't say, oh, it's for the children. Because it's not. If it was for the children, she would have got with a decent father or required the man that she really liked to become a decent man so that they could take care of a child together. But she wasn't looking for that. You know, they was doing black girl magic, black girl summer, and all this black girl stuff. And now look at the trouble she in.
Man, scammy scams. Well, guess what, Uncle Scam? Uncle Sam wants you. And by wants you, I mean wants your ass in prison. Okay, the Justice Department has brought criminal charges against at least 209 individuals in 119 cases related to PPP fraud since banks and other lenders began processing loan applications on behalf of the SBA, okay, on April 3rd, 2020. And according to pogo.org, this is just the beginning. Let me tell you something. I have never claimed to be the highest grade of weed in the dispensary. I have told you over and over that I am not the strongest avenger, but I told you all last year in the middle of this pandemic when they started giving out these damn PPP loans that a bunch of y'all was going to prison.
Me and us tried to warn people that we knew in Jasper. That's Jasper, Texas. We tried to warn people. We called it when they was giving this out. And we said, this isn't right. So why is it that so-called black people always reward wickedness? But these are the same so-called black people that will fight good men that's been trying to do productive things in the community for telling the truth.
LLC Twitter was born during the pandemic. Okay, all of y'all with your dumbass LLC names, you got your slave master's last name LLC, Jenkins LLC, and Johnson LLC, and Jackson LLC, naming LLCs after things going on in your life. Ain't got no job LLC, living with mom at 32 LLC, only smoke exotic LLC, I hate you niggas LLC. Well, that's mine. That's my LLC. I just established that in my brain for people I don't talk to after 5 p.m. And that's you. Okay, but listen, who told y'all the government was giving out free money? You Negroes believe in every BS conspiracy theory. Oh,
and we said it wasn't for free. We kept telling people it's not free.
5G towers are causing COVID. Oh, the earth is really flat. But when it comes to the Paycheck Protection Program, lending out $755 billion to businesses as of April 11th, you thought it was all good? You thought that the government's cup just runneth over? And they are finally going to do right by the American people? No, it was a trap. Okay, was it a way to help legitimate small businesses? Yes, but they all also knew the poor and disenfranchised among us who were in dire needs at the time would take advantage of these loans. That's why they didn't stop.
Hold on, it was a trap. Understand this. I kept saying that judgment was coming for all the people that came against the good Afro men. For those of us that was trying to cry out to y'all and tell y'all to change, those that were the real prophets, y'all decided to diss us and take our channel. I'm going to tell you something else after this. Go ahead.
The alleged fraud because they were playing the long game. Take the money, ball out. We gonna come get your ass later, okay, and throw you under the jail and get some free labor out your ass. Fraudulent PPP loans, making false statements to the SBA, carry a fine of up to $1 million and 30 years of federal imprisonment. And guess who doesn't feel sorry for you? Me. Okay, because you LLC Twitter niggas know. Okay, y'all know everything about everyone else's business, but don't know how to handle your own. And now, okay, eventually, you will find yourself in a situation like Lakeisha Golden is in. First of all, let me tell you something. I respect Lakeisha Golden, and I'm gonna tell you why. She's honest. See, Lakeisha started a GoFundMe yesterday with the title, "Help Me Pay Back the PPP Loan." And the details of the loan, she said, and I'm gonna read it just the way she typed it. I got 20,000 PPP loan. Now the feds after me. PLZ. Help, I can't do jail. I got 3 kids. DAT need me. So far, she's raised $3,513. Who are you, Captain Saver niggas? Okay, sometimes you must get out of the way of the lesson God is trying to teach a person.
Do you hear that? I kept telling y'all this. I said the reason why nothing gets solved, because like that dude that I was talking about, when it came to my live show that said it's the black man's fault, no, it ain't our fault. It's their own fault. It's the BW's own fault. And we're not supposed to help them. When the Most High is wrecking shop and punishing them for their wickedness against us, the good men, no, we stay out of the way. All right? That's the phrase I was looking that caught my attention. And I was like, yeah, I've been saying that for years. We're supposed to get out of God's way and let him deal with these belligerent BWs. We're supposed to get out the way. Ooh, get out the way. Get out the way, baby. Get out the way. And let the Most High judge these women. Oh, and he's about to judge a lot of the wicked. I told y'all it was coming.
Lakeisha, you can't use the same excuse you used when you applied for the loan, okay? I need to see what your LLC name is. Can we look that up? Can we look up what Lakeisha Golden's LLC name is? I'm thinking it's something like Living Life Golden LLC, Golden Girl LLC, Gold in My Watch, Gold in My Chain LLC, or was it all Golden Everything LLC?
All right, so we're going to stop this right there and continue on. So this woman wants help. And this is the thing. They always do evil and then want good people to help them. Or they don't want nothing to do with people that have been taking care of themselves. All right. And so at the end of the day, then they look to men. The men need to protect us. The men need to provide for us. Oh, how come they ain't in the community helping us? I'm going to tell you why we ain't. All right. We are not in the community helping y'all because this would have been something I would have helped keep afloat. At the time when I was earning a lot of money from YouTube, before my channel got shut down, everybody that watches my channel know that I was paying people's rent so that they wouldn't get evicted. Now imagine that I probably wasn't the only one that thought of that, right? So I was using the money, all of it that I was making on YouTube to pay rent and keep people in their homes, keep lights on, keep electricity on. I did not do phone bills though. Okay? And what happened? Black women, the very people that I was helping the most, were the ones that shut my channel down on YouTube. They shut down all the money and then they said that we want to hurt these men from making money. Okay, so now that you did that, guess who don't have money to help your behind? All right? And anybody that helps her is going against God's will. God's will is this. He wants to punish all the wicked. The devil set a trap for them. And because their hearts were corrupt, understand this, because their hearts were corrupt, because of the hatred they had towards Afro men, there's no one left in the community to help them. One, they didn't have children from those men that were able to take care of children. They didn't want them. Now they got to pay the price. They had their children from thugs who they got tatted up and put all the fake hair on. And they told the people that didn't like that would have talked to her had she came presentable to them. She told them, I'm doing me. If you don't like me at my worst, you don't deserve my best. And we're seeing that your worst is your best that you have to offer. And it goes downhill from there. So we was like, no, we don't want any. And now you're alone. This is the price that has to be paid. Keep this in mind, that the wall awaits these women and all that mess too. So not only are they alone, but they don't have support for the wickedness that they've done, is because men, if Charlemagne is learning that, okay, men need to get out the way, then there's nothing left for them than to hit that wall alone. I think a lot of brothers are now starting to wake up and understand that we don't help these women that said they didn't need no man, they didn't want no good men, that good men were lame, and that thug love is the best love, and that if you weren't a thug, you weren't nothing. Okay? Now they got to pay for that. With that said, I'm out.